Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to show you how I style my head wraps because YouTube definitely needs another head wrap video, right? Right. First things first, fabric. Tip number one, certain fabrics work better for certain styles. You'll see what I mean when we start wrapping. There are two main types of fabric, at least for this video, and they are lightweight and heavy. Lightweight fabrics are best for beginners in my opinion because it's a lot easier to roll and tuck and basically freestyle with. I also find them to be just a little bit stretchy, which is always helpful. On to heavier fabrics. Now, this sort of fabric is perfect for your more structured styles, like the ones you see here. They tend to be more stiff, which allows for more interesting looks, more intricate. All right, so we're getting started. First things first, and this is tip number 2, I think. You want to try, if at all possible, to protect your hair. These wraps normally are going to be cotton or, cotton adjacent, so they're going to want to dry out your hair. If you have kinky, coily, textured hair like mine, it's just better to, protect those coils. You put in that hard work, girl, to keep those tresses together. So protect that, okay? Now that that my scarf is on my head and protecting my coils, I am just going to start setting it up with my little turban lightweight wrap that I got from thewraplife.com. Link for everything that's used in this video will be down in the description. But you see, I just took the two sides and evened them up on both sides, and now what I want to focus on is that little point at the top to make sure that it's even, and then I just start rolling on both sides. Nothing complicated. I just dropped it on that one side, happens a lot. I left that in so that you can see that it don't matter how many times you do your head wraps, you probably gonna end up having to look a little crazy and maybe start over. But this is kind of what it's looking like. I just go to the back, continuing to twist both sides. Just keep going, keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting. And we're twisting, and we're twisting. And we're going to continue to see this trend that twisting is really all we're going to be doing here. And twisting, and twisting, and twisting, or rolling, and rolling, and rolling. And more rolling until you find your way back to the front. And then once all that's done, you're just gonna find somewhere that the ends of those two tails can be tucked in neatly and out of sight, like so, like that. Shout out Tabitha Brown. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Now you can just adjust, tuck everything in the front, make sure everything is good, do your little baby hairs if you want to. I don't really do baby hairs. I just have my little 2 tufts of hair on the side, I guess sideburns or whatever. I like to coil those up and then, add some embellishments if you want to keep it kind of cute, a little romantic or whatever. Maybe pull out a strand or 2 in the back, On to look number 2. Again, we're starting with my regular satin or silk scarf. This is a satin scarf though. And it also kind of helps you to shape your hair underneath your wrap as well, just to kind of guide you along. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend using a scarf underneath to kind of guide you in the shape that you're going for. We're going to start it off the same way we did with that blue head wrap, but with the red one, except for this time, we're going to leave the top of my hair out and we're going to go straight into rolling those 2 sides. As you can see, I was having some trouble, but we made it out. Moving forward, and again, just like that blue wrap, we're just wrapping all the way around, and we're going to end up crossing the 2 in the back and then joining them together in the front. You see, same thing as before, rolling and tucking. And of course, sometimes you're going to end up having maybe a little bit of the tail sticking out the bottom. You can just adjust that in whatever way you want. See, like I said there, sticking out at the bottom, just adjust until can't nobody see it. and it's lovely. Now you want to always check the back so you don't have no empty spots like that. Just tuck that. Always do a quick 360 just to make sure that you're good. And that's pretty much it for the second look. Wait. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. Like I said, want to make it a little cute, I always like to pull out a few strands. Personally, that's how I like it. If you want to keep it neat in the back and you don't want to pull any strands out, then you don't have to do that. But that's what I like to do. On to the third look. This is probably one of my most used head wraps, and I like it because of the texture. It's like a denim texture. So of course it's going to be drying on your hair. So like I said, always start with a satin scarf underneath. So this is it starts off as a reverse of the last wrap style that I did, where the back is being put on my forehead instead of at the back of my head. So we're going to start rolling from the back instead of the front. Yes, I know that I'm completely missing my scarf, but I fixed it. Don't worry about it. It got fixed. Originally was going to try to cross these two over on top of each other, but it wasn't working, so I scratched it and I just did a cute little lay one roll on top of the other. You see what I'm saying? The scarf is still showing in the back. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. What am I talking about? I've been doing this for years. But like I said, you just roll with it. Just gotta remember, it doesn't matter how long you do head wraps, there are gonna be days when you still can't get it right the first try, and that's what was happening here. But as you can see, it still worked out. So, this happens a lot. This style is what I use pretty often with this head wrap, and this is the final result. Moving on to, this is look number 4, I think. This one feels more bohemian in nature. As you can see, I kind of got hair sticking out everywhere, but you're going to see what happens in the end. This is my mustard wrap. I love it. So we're just going to use that scarf underneath to guide us kind of to where we want our head wrap to sit for the most part. So there we go. We're pulling out a little bit more hair in the front to make sure the bang, if you will, is going to be nice and fluffy, not pinned down. And you guessed it, we're going to do some more rolling. More rolling. Pulling out hair in the back. So now it's giving you, I don't know, kind of a boho vibe. You know what I was going for? Can you see it? Do you see it? Can you see my vision? I feel like It's pretty clear. And then I changed my mind, obviously, and I decided to tuck the hair, all the hair in the back, up into the head wrap to make it a little bit more neat or what have you. I guess I just wanted you to see what it could look like one way versus the other. And that's the final look. Okay, on to our last head wrap. This is a perfect example of a more stiff fabric. It's a whole lot more fun, just pattern-wise. We're gonna start off styling it similarly to the first two wraps that we did, the blue and the red. Except for this one, we're gonna tie a knot in the front, not too tight or anything, but a knot indeed. So you can see that one there. So that's gonna count as like our first knot technically. It's just a bunch of knots. Now, see with this, what I did, I just kind of flowered out the two sides and made them stiff and stand out, which is real cute. And then I decided to tuck the two sides in because I wasn't feeling quite as, flamboyant for this style. So I just wanted to let it kind of tuck it in there and let it sit like that. But you still have a cute style, and you're done. Just like that. That's it. So this is the last style. I really liked it, as you could tell, based off of what I'm doing here. I don't know what I was listening to, but I was feeling it. But that's it. These are all of the looks that I tend to wear on a regular basis if I feel like wrapping my hair up.
With that being said, honestly, if all you have is head wraps that are more stiff, you can definitely use them to create these same styles. It just might be a little bit more difficult to manipulate, but still very much possible. Either way, I thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you'd like to see more, let me know what you'd like to see more of. And I will see you again in the next one.